Hello and welcome. Today we are talking about a common crafting question. What do you do when you run out of Teflon paper for your heat press? Maybe you are just looking for a better or cheaper alternative. Don't worry, you have plenty of great options right in your home or at the local store. Let's explore what you can use instead of that classic brown sheet. First up is the most common and accessible alternative, parchment paper. This is the same paper you use for baking. It is coated in silicone, which makes it non-stick and heat-resistant. It works very well for heat transfer vinyl and even some sublimation projects. The best part is that it's cheap and easy to find. The downside is that it isn't very durable. You can only use a sheet a few times before it becomes brittle and needs to be replaced. It can also hold wrinkles, which could transfer to your design. Another option you might consider is butcher paper or craft paper. These are very inexpensive, especially when you buy a large roll. However, it is very important to know that most of these papers are not coated, meaning they are not non-stick. You should not place them directly on your vinyl design because they can stick and ruin your project. Instead, use butcher or craft paper as a protective layer on top of your main cover sheet to protect the upper platen of your press from any stray ink or adhesive. For a more permanent, reusable solution, consider a silicone mat. These are often sold as baking mats but work wonderfully with a heat press. They are extremely durable, easy to clean, and will last for a very long time. Because they are a bit thicker, they can also help distribute heat and pressure more evenly. The initial cost is higher than paper, but it's a great investment in the long run. You may need to slightly adjust your pressure settings to account for the mat's thickness. Finally, you can look for something called multi-purpose paper or heat press release paper. This is essentially a professional-grade version of parchment paper, designed specifically for this job. It's a durable, silicone-coated sheet that you can reuse dozens of times, offering a perfect non-stick surface every time. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this gave you some great ideas for your next project. If you found this video helpful, please support the channel by giving it a thumbs up and subscribing for more tips and tricks. Let us know in the comments what your favorite alternative is.